So this city is going to have, I'm going to push for about 1.5 million. How I'm going to get there, instead of doing what I did in Megatropolis, where I built out highways and avenues beforehand and then built the city in there, I'm going to build the city first and then grow it up to 1.5 million. So it's going to be all low density, and then I'm going to grow it naturally, which will really just going to mean the traffic's going to be worse. Even though it's hard to imagine because traffic was really bad in the last one. All right, that's all those connections we have. We have 2 highway connections over from Jean Claudeville, right? And then we have 4. We should have 5 highways trying to come in. Like right here should be a highway. There's not one. All right, so now we have a wonderful spot to put a relatively large city. So I'm thinking right here is going to be high density next to Megatropolis. And then over here is also going to be a high density. So this is all going to be high density on this side. This is going to be medium to high density. I think over here I'm actually do some industry. Okay. So let's go over here. Let's get our avenue. Oh no, we're not going to reconcile edges. All right now. Going to be super original name, super descriptive, super creative. Let me tell you, that's about as good as it gets. Okay. Right, so over here we're gonna have this road. I did not put trees in. All right, so let's come in here. We're gonna grow this like a natural city. I'm not gonna like force massive growth. The real big growth that we're gonna get is gonna be spreading out like light residential over the whole map. All right, light residential and light commercial. I'm just gonna grow it like I would any other city, as if it wasn't even next to the biggest city in the map. Okay, and it's just gonna naturally grow to be the biggest city, the second biggest city in the map, probably. It's fine. All right, so over here we're gonna have our industry. That's all good. Probably put my seaports right here, the biggest spot. And over here will be the start of our town. Happy, jolly, Oxenfreeville. No, not really. This bridge does need a name, though. I'm going to name this bridge Like and Comment Bridge. So be sure, when you watch this video, to do that. This, and then this. Right below the video on YouTube. You know? It's just an idea. Okay? Anyways, let's get a Main Street going, right? So Main Street's typically, you know, just a little bit of commercial, something like that, and then we'll have like residential behind it. A very standard way to just kind of build out a city. Not too bad, right? A little bit of a street over here, and then we'll just kind of build out a little bit more city. It's fine. Perfect. And then, of course, we need to build out power lines. I know the bridge transmits the power, but I just don't care. Okay, power line. Boom. Done. We did it. It works great. A little bit of growth going in. Wonderful. I do love that I don't have to worry about water pipes this early in the game. I can just, you know, build my town out how I see fit. Alright, so I'll build out some commercial over here, too. It really grows fast. Those demands, look at that. Residential demands almost maxed out. Let's see. Do the neighborhood there. How we're gonna deal with these neighborhood connections is mainly ignoring them. What is that so weird? Why you gotta be so weird about this game? There, whatever. Right, and then we'll connect it to the avenues like this. Just do streets. Oh, and a fire station. Our very first fire station. Should have called it Coolsville. Man, I miss Euro trash music. Those were the best times. Okay, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Euro trash was a thing. I mean, I guess it's still a thing, but it's just not the same. It's like all the Euro trash of today is just trying to mimic the Euro trash of, you know, the golden years. Put a few parks in there. Not a lot. Just enough to get a little bit of a wealth base going on, okay? There we go. We are pulling a pretty good profit. I guess I'll go ahead and stick in a little landfill and stuff over here. Nothing crazy. There we go. Just a little boop. In each town. Like every good city, just put, you know, just dump your trash in the edge of town. Don't worry about it. It's great. Come over here. This is actually turning out really nicely. Ooh, but we can do a diagonal one. Do I have the building blocks to do diagonal streets? Yes, I do. Alright, we want 2 spaces in between. It's not the most elegant way. If I did this. And then I delete this bottom one. There we go. That's how it's supposed to work. Look, that just did it automatically. Great. So now this will give me more density. And I think it does take more streets, though. To be honest. Ah, shoot. It's fine. Nobody can live there anyways. Don't worry about it. Alright. Anyways, back into our neighborhood building. Look at this. Boop, 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 boop. But the diagonal keeps mansions from going in and buying out all the land. And basically ruining my single tile housing, okay? Look at these quaint little houses. Definitely quaint and definitely quaint. I'll just say that, okay? Because all you gotta do is just come in here with a street or a road and you just do that. Boom. Looks great. It's got lots of parks. Let's put some like beachfront businesses. You know? Maybe 2 tiles deep. Then back here we're gonna put in a nice boxy neighborhood. Okay. I'm thinking 4 tiles, 3 by 3. Let's do 5 by 5. Alright, so do that. Come in 5 tiles, do that. Push, yeah, it's 5 by 5. 5, 2, 3, 5. And then over here is just going to be the weird one. So you do a 3 and a 4 or a 5 and a 2. I think a 3 and a 4. You know what? Be fine. Alright, do that. Right here. Rolling them out. Something like that. Not perfect. Not perfect. But perfect. Ideally, it's what I wanted, right? There we go. Looking great. Yep. I'm kind of making this based off like the beach towns that I've seen. So you have like this main road that goes through like the island or whatever, and then off that you have a whole bunch of like houses and then the beach. And maybe a few businesses on a secondary road near the beach. Right? And there's a million different ways to skin a cat, okay? Will I get banned if I say a idiom like that? Maybe. Anyways. Over here, we'll just do this and this. Go. Perfect. Nice little neighborhood in here, like an old school one, where everything's on a grid. All the streets are through streets. Look at that. A nice, quaint little beach town on some inlets next to the ocean. A little bit of industry. We have our wonderful bridge over here. Yep. A little bit of a commercial center right there. And then we're just going to do residential offshoots like this. Perfect. Bada bing, bada boom. We got some development going. We're about 11,000 population. 12,000. That's not too bad. Really, once traffic starts piling up, that's when things will get interesting. Because then I have all these highways to deal with. I have 1, 2. I should have one right there, but it's not showing up. 3, 4, 5, 6 highways. Trying to think of how many highways I want running through this town, but we'll figure that out later. And that's the start, right? Not the start you really expect for a city that's going to be the second largest city in my region one day, but it's the start that it gets, right? Plus, I think all this kind of makes it more unique, a little bit more special. We know we have like actual curves in the city. It's pretty crazy. Roundabouts, not everything is a big square. I really like that. Okay. Of course, there's going to be a ton of destruction. Like, this whole city is going to get rebuilt probably like 2 times over. Just because big brain future plans. There's going to be an avenue or a highway going through here. Highway up here, right? Probably a highway along here, I think. And then maybe another highway going through the middle. It might be like a little ring highway in here. Tons and tons of commercial in this city. Lots of commercial. Lots of medium density and lots of high density is what it's going to end up being. How that'll pan out, I don't know. Anyways, that's it for SimCity 4. We hit about 15,000 people. I know, making big waves in the region, okay? 15,000 people. We just increased the population region by 0.1%? 0.01%? Something like that. Let's go to satellite view. Alright, so you can kind of see how this is all going to play together. So this is going to be high density in here for sure. A mix of medium high density in there, and then over here will be like medium density. All right, I'm going to start petering out the density of the city. The further you get away from, this is the core of the city basically, right? The further you get away, the lower the density. I plan on having like suburbs spreading out for a really long distance. Okay, like all these tiles are going to be suburbs, right? And then maybe these tiles might have a little bit of suburbs in it, and then over here might be water. Like straight up like a giant inlet or something. And over here I'm going to have some really big mountains. Yep. Anyways, that's it for SimCity 4. Let's hop on over to City Skylines.